from Clarkston, Michigan, the greatest city in the world. It's the Jose Aliaga Show. Jose Aliaga knows everyone. Get to know him as he interviews some of the most fascinating people from the greater Independence Township area. And now, broadcasting from the studios at Clarkston High School, the home of the state champion Wolves, here's Jose Aliaga.
Welcome to the Jose Aliaga Show. For the people that wonder if I have a British accent, no, I don't have British accent. Today I have a special guest, a good friend of mine who is a financial planner, advisor. His name is Michael Kastler. How are you doing, Michael?
Hi, how are you, Jose? Thanks for having me on your show.
Good, good. Should I call you Michael or Mike?
Mike is good.
Okay, Mike is good. Good, Mike. A lot of people, the economy is turning, different every year, and people are wondering what to do with their money. So first of all, I want to start with, tell us a little bit about your background and passions.
Okay. Well, I started this business back in the early 2000s by helping people with their budgets, managing their budgets and their cash flow, and helping them get out of debt. And I was a group leader for, if you remember the term, Financial Peace University. It was the Dave Ramsey program. I conducted that for several years, from the early 2000s to about 2006. And then around 2009, I decided to write my own budgeting book called Get a Grasp on Your Budget and Your Cash. And I still have that workbook. I still use it myself. And then it just kind of progressed from there, where I decided if I really want to help a whole number of people over a broad number of financial topics, that I really needed to go get some further education. And I did that through Walsh College. And then I became a financial planner earlier this year. So now I can offer a broader portfolio of tips and techniques, not just in budgeting, but in investing and a whole bunch of other aspects of financial planning.
And how you work, do you make commission on it, or you just have one fee for your advice? How you work?
That's a good question, because I don't take commissions. The way I decided to run my business model for the company is I work on a fee-only basis. And so the product recommendations that I make are very product agnostic. I don't get any commissions from any particular company or product or other organizations, broker dealer. There's no commission, no sales incentives per se. So it's truly a consulting view that I take of an individual's financial plan and where they should go from there to make it so they can make their goals.
So you're not biased with any company or anybody. You actually look for individual, what the needs and what is the resources to be able to work with them and help them get out of debt and save money for the future.
That's correct. I'll sit down with them, understand exactly where they're at today. I'll help them formulate their goals, because a lot of people don't have goals, or they might have one, the husband might have a goal and the other spouse has a different goal, and so I help them get on the same page so we're all rowing the boat in the same direction. And we'll put those goals in writing. Not that they can't ever change, because goals usually do, but a big part of the financial plan is starting with a set of goals that you both agree to. It's very important.
It is. Mike, how is your business different than other financial advisors?
Well, I think the one thing we just talked about is the fact that I'm on a fee only, so there's no commissions on any product sales. That's one big difference. And I think the other difference is that I look at all the aspects of the financial plan. If you think of a financial plan, in my case, a lot of times you can think of it as a soccer ball that we have here. I just brought this as an example. A soccer ball, it gets kicked down you're a soccer player, so we're kicking this down the field. So if you need a plan for your retirement, well, I got an idea, I'll kick it down the field, see where it ends up. or for my kids' college education. Well, we'll kick that down the field, see where it ends up. And a lot of times that just doesn't come together. It's a fun sport, but it probably doesn't apply much to financial planning. So we put the soccer ball away, and what I like to show is the same kind of a ball format of the financial plan, but then around that ball we have every aspect of the financial planning process. So, and you can, well, you probably can't see it on TV right now, but there's several components to it, starting with the cash and the budget plan, and then we work our way around to the education plan for the kids, so that you're not, kicking the ball down the field when it comes time for them to go to college. Same with your retirement plan. We also look at investments and what's the investment strategy, not just a plan, but a strategy for investing. And then something very important for blended families is an estate plan. Estate plans aren't just for the wealthy, but for blended families that have children involved, it's very important to protect those children should one spouse die early, and have some of the assets transferred to those children of that spouse. So estate plans are very important for blended families and small business owners. Anytime we have an asset transfer issue, you really want to take a look at a well-developed estate plan. And then last but not least is the risk management. Everybody has a different risk tolerance, and I'm not a big proponent of risk tolerance when it comes to the market, because when the market is going up, your risk tolerance, you can put up with a lot more. But when the market is going down, people's risk tolerance tends to go down also. So risk tolerance is kind of a funny thing. But we have to look at something that makes individuals and families feel comfortable with what types of investments they have. And if you're not sleeping at night because the stock market's going down, you probably have too much in the stock market.
Yeah, no, it's true. So how can a typical middle American family benefit from your services?
Well, I think the way they'll benefit is, for once, they'll have a financial plan that contains all the components that I just spoke to. And more importantly, how do you execute that plan? That's very important. If you're not executing the plan, there's no point to spend the money to develop the plan. So monitoring the plan is very important, but a year from now or 2 years from now, the husband and wife can sit down, they can look at the plan, and what we develop is, and I'll just show this briefly again, is this isn't just a, I'm going to give you a verbal plan, but this is a very well thought out, very analytical type of financial plan that goes into this binder that you can refer to on a monthly basis, a quarterly basis, or every year or every other year. You can always go back to this, and there's sections in here where you can put all your other important financial documents as well. So the benefit to the family is they're now executing against a plan rather than just kicking the ball down the field and hoping that they might score a goal.
No, very interesting. A lot of people don't know about this alternative, or this, or what the issues are around the financial world. And you're right. I mean, if people are not prepared, then it's a consequence in the future. And it's good that we have people like you helping out in the community. And you said you're also a member of the Clarkston Chamber of Commerce as well, right?
I am. That's correct.
That's a good network place up there as well. So tell me, what is the client's benefit for your services? Can you give me an overall?
Sure. Once they have this financial plan in place, then and they're starting to execute it, then it becomes a matter of fact that they're following this plan, becomes ingrained in their personality, their well-being of their family unit, so that it's now something that they look forward to doing. It's not just a hope or a dream, it's an actual plan that they're executing against. So they're much more likely to obtain their goals when you follow a plan like this. And that's not to say that the plan can never change, because plans do change quite often. But the point is, now you can go back, see what needs to be tweaked and changed, and then go forward from there. So now you've got this base foundation that's rock solid. It's kind of like building a house on a solid foundation. You want to build that structure on a piece of concrete rather than a piece of sand. So now you've got that concrete base, you can build the rest of your life off of it.
No, and it is true. So are you just one-time service, or can you provide ongoing services to a client?
Well, that's a good question, because a lot of people think that a fee only, once you develop a financial plan, that then they're done being my client. And that's not necessarily the case. It could be, if that's all they wanted is a one-time financial plan, I can provide that service. But more often than not, the real benefit is then to do a quarterly update or review, if you will. And we also can do ongoing monitoring of any investment portfolio. So for a monthly fee, then we can keep track of the investments, because that's a hard thing to do. People ask me, well, should I just try it myself? Can I do it myself? And the answer is, of course you can. Please give it a try, because it's hard. But try it, because then you'll have an appreciation for what the planner has to do. There's a lot of monitoring. It's day to day. It's very specific. It's very complicated. There's a lot of worldly events that change, that make this thing go up or down. And nobody has a crystal ball. So you do have to be, really on top of everything in the industry to do that. So the benefit is that, you've got somebody doing that for you. And yes, I can provide that service on an ongoing basis.
And that helps a lot for people to have, idea how this works, and you actually bring the knowledge and your services to help people to go up and bring a good advice. Now, a lot of people are watching it right now, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to contact you. How people can contact you?
The best way is really through the website, KastlerConsultingGroup.com.
It's right there. Can you repeat it, please?
KastlerConsultingGroup.com.
Okay.
And the number is 888-566-1841.
Okay. All right. So people can call you anytime?
Anytime.
So it's good. So you're available for everybody, which is very good.
That's correct.
Good. Well, Mike, thank you so much for being here today and share your knowledge with us and your services, and I'm pretty sure that people appreciate that you are actually helping people in our community to improve their finance, which is good. Thank you for being here. It was I have a good time talking with you and learning more about your services.
Absolutely.
And I look forward to see you again.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Well, that's all for today. Thank you. And if you want to be in the Jose Aliaga Show, you can contact us on Facebook. The Jose Aliaga Show. You go to Facebook, type the Jose Aliaga Show. If you have any good comments, please feel free to put any good comment. If you have any sort of a bad comment, don't post anything. And then also, you can call us at 248-736-7163. And you can call me anytime, and then we can set up an appointment, and you can be in the Jose Aliaga Show. And that's all for today. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Bye-bye.